go ahead and take a look at these weekly nightmares. Let's take a look-see what we got here. Let's rock. The foe has a rockfall path if they don't have one. Round start, all players get spell mana and deadly. So the first thing that's catching my eye here is this nautical nuisance. Very fun one. If you want to do any kind of person that would normally look into running Archangel Staff, that'd be good. If you're looking at the kind of character that really wants to cast big spells, or spells commonly, those are all good. Let's go ahead and figure out which 6-star we're going to use for this one. Definitely not any of those. No, we'll look in this side here. Let's see. Set is catching my eye, but let's do... Oh, is Lux Illuminated the play? Yeah, I think it might be Lux Illuminated. Actually, let's go Mel Medarda. So normally when I'm running Mel, I run Archangel Staff to get the spell mana at the start of the turn anyway. And there's not much need in doing that this time, so we're gonna go ahead and let's just put a Ludens on her. There we go. That'll help a little bit. So, Mel Medarda's powers, for those that need a refresher. Her 6-star is when she plays a spell, create a fleeting copy of it in hand, once per spell each round. And this really benefits with her 3-star power, and her 2-star specifically. When you play a damaging spell, increase the damage dealt by other copies of it everywhere by 1. So it lets you get some free power on all your spells, and that's why we're going to run the Dreadwade Chase Gun to get 2 warning shots. I'll kind of show what it kind of looks like once we get in there. And the idea with Mel 6-star is that you play a spell, then you play the fleeting copy of it shortly after. And you can... Oh, wow, spell burn. That is disgusting. We're going to take that to really lean into it. The idea is that you're going to get your spells to become very strong very quickly. You might hear our baby. She's hanging out. Little rapscallion. Alrighty. So we're going to get rid of that rebuttal. Getting Mel's nice, although we're going to draw her since it's the first combat encounter anyway. We do need to keep an eye out for this rockfall path and make sure we don't end up with a card that'll die. But we can start with the Mel for now. And now this is the fun part. With our 6-star, we immediately get a fleeting copy of it. And so we can use that fleeting copy again to really just hammer on that Nexus. The round's already started and they've already lost a lot of HP. We will go ahead and run the Solar Snare so that we can damage the Nexus a little bit. Nice. And for the sake of damaging the Nexus, I may just do this. Yes. You always want to attack with Mel at least once per turn if possible so you can get the Radiant Volley. So I'm going to attack with this one little Poro. He has Gumption. And we will not forget you, little Proto-Poro. You will Unga Bunga from the better side. Howdy, Jessicaru. Thank you for the well-streamed wishes. How are you today? We're going to go ahead and blast their Nexus with 2 more warning shots. Just really burn that Nexus, and that's GG because we're about to play this and attack their Nexus. Doing well, just relaxing after dinner. What'd you have for dinner?
Now the Malefactor subdued.
And we managed to beat that encounter. The 4.5s are never too difficult, but it still lets us kind of showcase some of her strengths here. Let's pick our support champion here. Staying in Noxus and getting Death's Hand is too good of a deal to pass, even though Darius himself is not the most exciting. Your husband cooked delicious etouffee. Very fancy. You even spelled it fancily. Wow. Well, that sounds delicious. I'm glad you enjoyed it. is the only proper way to spell it. I suppose you might be right. Alright, we got Mel again, so we're gonna start here. Let's see if we can end the game before they have a chance to do anything with it. Let's see. Mel gives us a second copy. We use that to blast the Nexus. Very nice. Unfortunately, we did get attacked. We did get stunned, so we're not going to have any attack option unless we have a way to summon a unit from these cards. We don't. So there's no Emperor's card that would work here, so we're just going to go ahead and play... We're going to play the Radiant Volley, use it to kill this unit. That'll give us the fleeting copy, damage them, deal 2 damage to that one, then we can use the second one to kill that. Now we've just really chunked their Nexus. And while we didn't get to attack and play another Radiant Volley, that's fine. We'll just have to live with it. Very nice. 5-3.
We are at the threshold.
Oh no, I'm being stunned. Let me just shoot their Nexus. Bam bam. Another nice clean amount of damage. And I believe this might finish them off. Yep, deal 4 damage to an enemy. And 3 to the Nexus. Spellburn will do 3, then him dying will deal 2 more. And we've taken care of them. Mel definitely falls into the control group. She doesn't intend to fight people often. And I really didn't think her 6-star was going to be as transformative as it's kind of feeling like it is. What's wrong, dear? Very nice. We can summon the Noxian Merchant since Mel's 3 and Darius is 6. She'll be pretty discounted. We'll take a few extra rerolls, always nice, and we will head off to the Field Musicians. Mel's 6-star, it doesn't seem like it's going to be good at first. You'd think, oh, I don't have the mana to play half of these spells, but you learn to pivot, and what you do is you start drafting for these cheap spells. And this really kind of changed the way that she feels and plays, but it's been working very well. I did not think she'd feel as strong as she does at her 6-star. She's still not like the upper echelon, but she's dramatically improved from where I thought she was going to be. I'd like to obliterate this follower. Delicious. Dang, not power. Sadly, there's not much more I can do this turn. Oh, perfect. I forgot it had summoning beacon, so I can attack and get that. Okay. So, even though it feels like I'm at a pretty big disadvantage, Mel can take care of this. She has no problem. She is going to wipe out this line. We're going to start by taking care of some free warning shots. Very nice. We're going to go ahead and play less, just in case they do attack. We can use this to soften them up, and this unit might survive, so we can use this to... Oh, I messed up. We've been through it. Not enough. Okay. I'll use her to block, and I will use Solar Snare to damage her, him, and the Nexus, and it will finish them off. How beautiful. Man. So, Mel exceeds at control. She makes your 6-star... I know this sounds weird. It makes you think a lot more. Before I had her 6-star, I didn't think. I just kind of played spells to play spells. But now I have to think and plan if the spell would be better played this turn or the next turn, and that really changed a lot. Wildfire is the most hilarious card for Mel. Well, 1 damage next is increased by 1 for each wildfire you've played, and plus 2 damage, minus 1 cost. So it's a 1 cost that deals, I think it's going to start 5 damage to the Nexus, and it's only going to go up. So that's a big find. We're going to look at the champion item chest here. Double attack is very nice. Help protect your Mel. Ooh. Cutting cards. We're allowed to do that since we're not fighting fiddlesticks, are we? Cool. The day they had fiddlesticks to weeklies is going to be a funny week, but it's not today. I don't think I want to play the Legion Grenadier, even though 3 cost for 6/5 is not bad. We don't really want to deal with that.
Timo on duty.
All right, time for Timo. Hut 2, 3, 4. All right, we're fighting the little man. We hope we're gonna draw our Mel. You kind of just hope. We got a 50-50, 60-40. Oh, we lost a 60-40. Okay, good opportunity for us to show some of the downsides here. Mel's deck actually does kind of depend on Mel to be around. So, we're going to use Lest. We're going to see what we can get done here.
I love the smell of mushrooms in the morning.
Oh, it's mushrooms could talk.
I'll have what he's having.
Ooh, I could use this to kill the Timo. I have time before Timo becomes a problem, so I'm going to save it as long as possible.
That's a bunch.
Would a mushroom help?
Perfect. I was hoping I could bait him into that. And I forgot my damage is not the same. Uh-oh. Oh well. So I've lost all my units. Not really, but luckily Lest will help replace the board and give me 2 mana, which lets me kill them. Perfect. Okay, that did work. I forgot about Lest's free mana back, which is helpful.
Just trying to help.
Alright, we managed to control the board. We got rid of the Timo. Hallelujah. Alright, Noxian Merchant was a traitor. That's fine.
Start the day.
Oh, okay. Oh, perfect. Then we'll just cast the Crumbling Sands. We don't have any problem here. Yes, yes. Many mushrooms. Yes, very scary. Anyway. Sadly, obliterating the follower does mean we don't get the free damage from her 3-star, but that's okay. We drew our Mel off of the draw, so now we should be in a way better spot. Oh yeah, this is going to go way faster now. We've won, if my calculations are correct, because we open attack.
How's this volume?
Yes, we open attack, then we double warning shot for the win. Yep, there it goes.
That's not ours.
As long as it didn't make me discard it. Alright, bang bang. And Timo, the scout captain, has been burned to death. What a wonderful day for this. Alright. I'm really a sucker for doubling power, but Mel likes Scout because then she can attack twice and get more of the radiant volleys. So we'll go with that. That's very good. What's our strongest unit? The Noxian Merchant or the Funsmith? Oh, these are both really good. Let's go with Thrice Bound. I don't think people get to use Thrice Bound as well that often. And I feel like Dreamwoven Spirits, while it's a legendary, it's seen and people will run it because it's like, oh, it's free attacks, it's free units. So I kind of want to use the Thrice Bound instead to see if I can make it look fun. I got the Funsmith. This is why I picked it up. So with the Funsmith, you can use this to get plenty of extra damage.
Striking left and stunning west.
Let's go ahead and get our free damage on the Nexus, as is tradition. We're going to go ahead and attack to get some free Radiant Volleys. They think they can block, but they can't. Yes, we have Surprise Radiant Volley at burst speed. Now we do a nice little attack. Nice. Sure, they can guile me, that's fine. I'm going to still kill their other unit, though. Very nice. And now, sure, we're stunned. I don't get to get one extra Radiant Volley, but at the end of the day, we're pretty happy about this first turn. Okay, we're up to turn 2. Let's see if we can finish them off this turn before they have a chance to even do anything. 7, so this would have to deal Just enough. Alright. So that deals the 1 damage for spell burn, the 4 damage from doing that, the 2 damage from the extra. Yep, that'll do. Very nice. Alright. Moving on. The Savage Reckoner can be a little scary if it gets to attack, but since Mel's specialty is not letting the units do anything, it's not really much of a problem. Ooh, getting Power Riff on Solar Snare is going to be nice, because then we can play it for cheap. So because it's a very powerful card when it's gotten the base boosts that we have. These are all fun. Oh my word. We have high rolled, super hard. So obviously Mel's a spell slinger that revolves around doing damage, and this just doubled that damage. So where I was thinking about buying these spells, I now am absolutely buying these spells because this is crazy. What are we seeing down the road? Honored, okay, champion items. Let's spend 2 or 3 rerolls getting more spells. The Pokey Stick. The most beautiful card known to man. Beautiful. Well, this run has been blessed. To say this is a blessing is not an understatement. Our spells are going to be doing so much damage now. Alright, we got our Mel. Since we start with our Mel, we're gonna put this new double spell damage into a show. Let's see. Mel comes out. We get that. Now before, I was handling 35 HP on the second turn. Let's see what it looks like now. Okay, we dealt 9 damage. We've dealt another 10. Let's go ahead and attack with Mel so that we get Radiant Volley. Disgusting. Alright, very nice that you have a unit. It's a shame that they're going to die anyway. Are dead. Mel blocks, not a problem. Now we do our second attack.
Do not test me.
Yeah, we win on the first turn. Oh my gosh. So if you get the literal perfect power for this character, they're going to look very good. Yes, get jinxed is definitely the best power for her, but that should not be a shock. If you're in the Arcane Adventure and you get the Swain power, that's also incredibly good. Oh good, more Mel. Because all we need to win now is just a Mel on the field, so... Oh, perfect. Let's go with Elusive. So that she can't be blocked. And we are going to start spamming it. Now, we're going to go ahead and get rid of this card because we have that thrice bound power. The summon the highest cost follower. We don't want it to 50-50 into the Noxian Merchant if we want the Funsmith. So we're going to go ahead and cut that. And we're going to take our fight to Kaisa. Kaisa is scary in 2 places. She's scary when you are new to the game in her adventure because she can get some pretty good stats. And she's scary in Arcane maps with Aurelian Soul because she can basically instantly level, which is pretty scary. But we're in neither of those places, so we should be fine. I have full confidence that we're about to utterly destroy this one in a very respectful way. Let's see what... Oh wow, she actually got Elusive to block me. That is actually super unfortunate. Well, we might still be okay. So let's go ahead and use our warning shots. Spam that damage on the Nexus. We're gonna go ahead and... Oh, golly. We're gonna do 1 to hit that. Then we're gonna use the second one to kill it. Nice. We have the Pokey Stick, which will deal 8 damage to that. Oh yeah, it's over. We attack their Nexus raw. Bam bam. And then we use the second Pokey Stick.
focus. Do not lose your composure.
Mel levels up. For the first and only time in this campaign, and just in time to watch the Nexus explode. GG, and that is the first week.
Another malefactor subdued.
So, high rolling at the end did kind of skew things a little bit, but this does kind of show Mel's idea of spam cheap, effective spells to knock out the units. And that's what her 6-star really lets you change. Is before you were spamming cheap units and spells so that you could level up Mel, so you could get more radiant volleys and let that kind of be your scaling, and she'd become your win con. But once you get that 6-star, it's not as necessary anymore. You're gonna find that you would do plenty on your own.